The most important part of dating when you are an elite playboy is something that you guys probably wouldn't guess if you bought this course. It is time management. When do you go on dates? In the evening. What do you do? Dinner. After dinner? Drinks. After drinks, you try to have sex with her. Maybe she goes home, maybe she comes back to your place. Wrong. Wrong, you don't do that. How are you going to have 6 girlfriends and 10 side chicks if you commit an entire evening of dinner and drinks, ignoring your other girls on your phone to try to have sex with a single girl? That is not possible. If that is your method, you're gonna have 2 girls or 3 girls on the go maximum. That is it. 6 girlfriends, I see them all more than once a week. How does that work out? Well, it's not magic. I can't add hours of the day and I can't make time, but time management is the key to dating multiple women, to having a harem of women. You have to manage your time. So I'm gonna give you an example. You need to turn things that you have to do anyway into dates. You can't commit a whole evening to a new girl. So I've met a new girl at a club. I have her phone number. All of my girlfriends want to see me. Let's say I picked one of them for tonight. I know which girlfriend is coming over to my house and which girl I'm having sex with tonight. I meet my new girl when I do something mundane that I have to do anyway. I'm running errands in the city. I'll say, you know, baby, I'll tell you what, I'll pick you up. We'll go for a little drive. We'll go for coffee. I'll pick her up at 3 or 4 p.m. I'll do my errands, drop the things off that I have to drop off, you know, have a coffee with the girl for 20 minutes, make her laugh, make her smile, 2 hours only, then I'll take her home. Now, something different has happened to this girl when she's been with me than she's been with the typical guy. Made her laugh, made her smile, she had a wonderful time, but there was no drinking, there was no getting her drunk, there was no me trying to have sex with her, there was no me leaning in for a kiss. She's back at home at 5 p.m. like, oh, okay, that was fun. And she's alone in the evening. Who's she thinking about? Me. I can then commit my evening to my girlfriend. I can finish my work around 9 o'clock, spend a few hours watching a movie with my girl, fuck her. I can text on my phone, my girlfriend's look at my phone. And the girl who I went on a date with was mine all day. She was mine in the afternoon after I left her home. She was mine in the evening. She was mine at night when I said goodnight to her and she went to sleep thinking about me. I didn't try to fuck her, but I spent enough time with her to implant myself into her mind. I owned her thoughts for 12 hours by investing a little bit of time in the afternoon and still had my evening free to have sex with my girlfriend.
It's so fucking crazy to me that these are the first guys and the only guys that I have ever heard in these red pill communities that sound like they actually fuck. None of this sounds like any of that red pill incel shit I hear on 99% of like red pill channels, but I can tell that these guys actually have a lot of experience dealing with women and fucking women. That I haven't even thought of any. That's a really good strategy. Like, you could take a girl out for coffee and not even ask her for sex. You're gonna come off as respectful. You're gonna come off as showing her a relatively unique time. You're not gonna come off as overbearing or creepy. And when you do drop her off, she is going to kind of wish you would have asked her to like hang out that night. She might even suggest it. She might even text you and ask. And the fact that you might be busy or unavailable is going to drive up your attractiveness to her like even more. Like the fact that you would ask me for coffee even without having time in the evening to fuck me, like that is a really good strategy. I'm just saying that's a really, but every time I hear red pill guys talk about sex, they always say like you don't fuck. You sound like a fucking virgin. Oh, well, when I cheat on my girlfriend, it actually makes me more attractive. Bullshit, motherfucker. You don't fuck anybody if you think that way. Women don't think like that. You're fucking insane, right? But this guy's strategy of hiding the alternate women that you fuck, saying my girlfriend doesn't check my text messages, spending only certain amounts of time with girls, whatever, that shit sounds like it works 1,000,000%. And I understand mechanically why it would work. But all the other red pill shit I hear, it sounds like people that you don't spend any time with women. You don't fuck anybody, except for maybe the people that you're clouded up with. Maybe a girl fucks you for clout, maybe. But other than that, you have no game. You have no charisma. You have no idea what women are thinking about anything. Whereas these guys, but I guess if you're a sex trafficker, you have to learn these things, right? Because these guys, the results of them getting girls is actually part of their business. Whereas the red pill business is not getting girls, it's teaching people how to get girls. And those two things are worlds apart. It's why people that sell Amway never make as much as the people that tell you how to sell Amway. It's why the people that are in multi-level marketing schemes are never making as much as the people at the top that are telling you how to sell from the bottom, right? That's how the business styles always work.
And keep her happy. That's how you do dates. That's how you time manage. Fuck this evening, go out for drinks, go out for dinner, try and bang them. Cool, you want to get a girlfriend, do that. That's all you. But if you want to play the game on my level, you cannot afford to waste your evenings. You have to manage your time. Now, this was money well spent. I'm going to let you guys in on the most exclusive elite player tactic that exists in the world. I have never seen...
All right, one more.
Seen another man even do it. I've never heard of another man doing it. I've never heard of another man attempting it. And that is having...
It's true that it probably works, but it's because of it kind of emulates respecting her while he's actually being a fucking sociopath. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, hold on. Divorce everything that I just said. None of this is about building healthy, respectful, like good relationships that are going to be fulfilling and enjoyable for you. This is just how to be a fuckboy at like an advanced level. This is how to be a fuckboy and not come across as a fuckboy. This is like advanced level fuckboyery. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to say you should do this. I'm just saying that like this is the first time I've heard like red pill manipulation strategies or whatever you the fuck would call this that actually sound like it would work because it's not coming from like a virgin or an incel.
2 dates or 3 at the exact same time in the exact same place. A system my brother and I call double booking. What is double booking? How is this?
Wait, hold on. Before we learn, hold on. I need to learn this shit.
I'm still on that fruit emoji tip too. The sending fruit emoji that take people time. That's a good ass strategy. Why do you send me a pear? Where's my pears? Where's my watermelon? Everybody loves watermelon. Oh, it is deep space science. Hold on. Okay, boom, boom, boom. This is locked to...
Pause this.
Possible. I'm going to tell you how. Only the elitist of the elite can pull this off. But once again, I can date 3 or 4 women in a night in the same place, have them all thinking about me, go home to one of my girlfriends, and spend the next 2 or 3 days cleaning up the mess and fucking the girls who I went on the date with. How does one do this? Now, I'm going to tell you, double booking does not work in certain settings. You cannot double book at the cinema. You cannot invite 3 girls to the cinema, all to meet you in the same place, and take them all out for a movie when they don't know each other. That doesn't work. Double booking works when there's a vibe, when there's a party atmosphere. And you have to understand that in parties and clubs and bars, women will put on their makeup, put on their dress, do their hair, come out and see you. They haven't got any money. They're hanging out at my table, drinking your drinks. They're not going to storm off and go home because there are some other girls around, especially when you're out with the crew of your friends. Yeah, you know everyone. They're all your friends. It relies on a poker face. These girls do not say to each other, oh, hi, I came here for a date with Tristan. So when I go to a club on a Friday, this is an example of double booking. I'll bring one of my girlfriends. Why not? I love my girlfriends, they're wonderful people. Maybe 2, but let's say one of my girlfriends. And then I'll take 3 of the women I've been texting who I have yet to meet. I'll say, you know, baby, I'm going out to the club tonight. I'm hitting this club. You know, why don't you come with me? Bring your friends. Yeah, it's a group vibe. I'm out with some people I know. I repeat that times 3. 3 women get done up. They shave their legs. They wax their fucking eyebrows. They do their makeup. They do their hair. They paint their fingernails. They put on their lipstick. They put on their high heels, and they come to the club to meet me, to impress me. I give each one of them maximum 20 minutes of my time. Oh, hey, baby, kiss on the cheek, kiss on the cheek. Really glad you could make it. Yeah, you know, have a drink. It's way too loud for anyone to hear any conversation that isn't one-on-one. You buy champagne, you keep the party going, everyone's doing shots, everyone's yelling, shouting, celebrating, having a good time. You're all in a big group, and the party atmosphere drowns out the room for difficult conversation. These girls then don't say to each other, hi, why are you here? Did you come here to see, which one of the guys? Tristan? Yeah, I came here to see Tristan. That doesn't happen. They literally introduce themselves to each other. Hi, my name's Andrea. Oh, hi, my name's Christine. Hi. They kiss each other on the cheek. Hey, girls, would you like some champagne? I hand them both a glass, and the party continues. I call it double booking. Now, you'll see these guys on the internet, playboys, so-called, who have tables full of girls. These girls are either not interested in them, not fucking them, or they're escorts, prostitutes, girls who are being paid, girls who are being hired to hang out. That's not how I do it at all. I don't think elite level playboys ever play that game. So I have women all coming for a date with me. They've all got 1 or 2 friends. My friends talk to their friends in a huge mixed group. And if I want one at the end of the night, if one's made
Why do this? Because you're building. What he's doing is he's like building. You can call them verticals even. What he's doing is he's starting to build a little bit of time. So here's what I could do. I could take out one girl on a date in one night and build this much time, or I could invite 3 or 4 different girls who don't know each other, and I just say, hey, do you want to come out? Blah blah blah. And with 3 people, you can build like this much, right? You're working like multiple assets, at like higher and higher with. But you're overlapping like such a time commitment, right? Like in 4 hours, I could build a decent amount with one person, or in 4 hours, I could do 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. That's what he's saying, right? Is that you're building on so many different things that you're increasing at the same time. And realistically, depending on how these situations play out, they're never going to really know each other, right? Girls aren't going to go to a club and say like, oh, who are you here with? Are you here with that guy, right? And if it's a club environment, they see you talking to people. They're like, yeah, a guy reach, especially if it's a new girlfriend, or if it's a new girl you meet on Tinder, right? This isn't some like jealous, possessive ex. This is like you message a girl that you've been talking to for a little bit, like, hey, I'm going to whatever club or whatever, and if she's a pretty girl, she's gonna be talking to other people too. People are gonna hit her up. You meet them in the club, you talk at a bar, whatever. You talk to them, blah blah blah. Then you go talk to someone else. They're not gonna like stare at you and go chase down to see who you're talking to. This is a new girl that you've only seen 1 or 2 times before, right? This is what he's talking about. I think this could work 100%. Who has time for this? This is their job, so it makes sense. Of course, he's got time for this. This is what his life revolves around, right?
any clear she wants to stay with me, I could sneak off with her, leave 20 minutes before my friends. My friends will give me covering fire. If not, then I'll go home with one of my girlfriends. I'll go home to one of my girlfriends. I'll go home to 2 of my girlfriends. But all of these women, as far as they're concerned, I went to the club and I took them with me. They were my date for that evening. The evening when all the champagne comes over, everyone's looking at the party that's being had. They were my date. So yeah, double booking. Elite playboy tactic. Nobody I know does this. Only me and my brother. And we have a good saying, the only thing better than double booking is triple booking, which sounds stupid, but now you understand how the tactic works. The more there are, the less room there is for any difficult conversation to happen or any mistakes to be made. You couldn't pull this off at the cinema. You couldn't pull this off at the restaurant. But next time you're going to a club and taking a date, invite more girls. Double book yourself. Try it out. And then message me on Instagram and tell me, Tristan, thank you, because it fucking works. So you know, when I go to clubs and when I go to bars, I'm usually double booked or triple booked. My table has lots of women on it. Now I'm going to talk to you about club game, how I run game inside of the club. Now, of course, I'm spending some money. I have some bottles of vodka, some bottles of champagne. Depending on what your budget is, as long as you have enough alcohol to get everyone at the table drunk and partying, that's enough. You don't need to be a millionaire to pull off this double booking technique. Any club, any bar or restaurant that has a party atmosphere, you can do that. But when I'm there, as I said, if you want to be elite, you have to make the effort. I can't go out there with 3 or 4 women and a girlfriend and think, you know what? Wow, this is wonderful. I can have any of these girls I choose. This is great. That's enough. It's never enough. So when you're in that position, the winning position, you're the man in the club with the women. How do you capitalize on it? To meet more women. This is when you do your approaches, gentlemen. You're the guy. You're dressed nicely. You're looking your best. You're surrounded by women. You're on the table. You're drinking your champagne. If you think that other women in the club don't notice this, you are wrong. You need to expand your horizons. You don't just look at your table and what you have there. Look further. Look deeper into the crowd. Look at the bar. Who are the 2 girls standing on the bar? They're looking at you. Of course.
Girls are incredible social proof for other girls. That's a hard thing to understand as a guy, because for guys, we are repelled by girls being with men. If you see a girl with a hot fucking dude, you're like, oh God, I can't live up to that guy. He's probably got like an 8-inch dick, and I could never, that pussy's ravaged like Hades, and I can't do anything, right? But when girls see guys with other really hot girls, in their mind, generally, it's not gonna apply to everybody, in their mind, they're thinking like, damn, if that guy's with that super hot chick, that dude's got his shit figured out. If that guy has 2 or 3 girls, like, that guy is he's got something working really well for him. I want to know what it is. Generally. This is super general and super vague, but like there are girls that have looked at me differently because I'm with Melina, whereas like Melina being with a guy or someone else being with a guy, guys are going to look down on that. It's not fair. It's not okay. It is what it is. Yeah, but
you're the guy with all the girls in the club. Now,
it's not some like weird Evo psych, whatever bullshit too. What it shows that like you're safe and you're offering something, right? It's hard to know, like, but when we look at a girl, we don't generally think like she's either like a serial killer, sociopath, freak, fucking weirdo, or she's like chill. Because for guys, we don't care. We just want to like fuck whatever. But for the girls, they want to know like fuck, like even if it's a casual hookup, I've got to go through a whole vetting process with a dude. I got to figure out blah 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 blah. But if he's with another like beautiful woman, like women are selective, and if you're with somebody that's selective, that means you've been selected for. And if she was an amazing chick and she selected you, I could probably select you as well, right? That's like the thought process.
Oh, they're looking at you. Who in their right mind, if they're with their girlfriends and on dates, would walk over and approach the two girls at the bar? Surely nobody. That's why you do it. You walk over to the girls and say, hey girls, hey, I saw you look familiar. Have I met you before? Oh no, maybe you just have one of those faces. No, I'll tell you what, no, me and my friends are having a drink. They'll stand over here by the bar. It's lame, all these dorks trying to talk to you. Come over with me. Come have a drink with me. Let's go. Maybe it's a yes, maybe it's
And you had, dude, fuck. Where are these? Why don't the red pill people just copy this shit? Why do I hear so much incel dating advice from these guys? This is so true. And imagine you going over to walk. If you were to go up to two girls at the, if you were to go to two girls at the bar and talk to them, they're gonna look at you like you're a fucking loser. Or maybe they'll admire the bravado. But for the most part, you're probably. But if you go and you walk up to two girls at the bar and you're coming from a table with like 3 or 4 girls, well, what are they gonna do? Shoot you down? You're gonna walk back to your 3 or 4. You don't look desperate. You don't look like you're trying to like shoot your crazy fucking shot. You're coming from an environment where you already look like you've got shit going on, and you invite them back with other girls there. Like, again, damn, yeah, true.
to know, but you have to make your approaches. It doesn't matter what
Which
crowd
red
you're
pills are you talking about? I guess most people I listen to are fresh and fit, but almost every single red pill channel that I've heard review my content, that I've heard review different shit, all of the advice they give about like getting girls and dating, it's just cringe. They sound like they don't fuck. I'm not trying to use it as an insult, okay? I fuck a decent amount, okay? And these guys all sound like virgins with the types of advice they give, and they sound like they don't know anything about relationships either with the types of relationship advice they give. These guys sound like they know their shit really well. Like they run insane fucking game wherever the fuck they go. And every single comment they've made is like, this is a guy that knows how women's brains work, that knows like what makes women like it. That's what it feels like. And the other guys feel like they're repeating PUA talking points that they heard from 2014 and have found a way to make sound more misogynistic. Like that's what it sounds like. Like when I listen to these guys talk, they sound like these guys have lived this environment. These guys seem like they fucking lay a ton of pipe. And the other guys sound like they read some shit when they were in 2014, 2015, and they like made it more hateful, and they've like digested this, and now they spit it back out into some like cringy fucking incel shit for like the new men of like 2022. I just don't understand how these guys were all inspired by like the Tates. I don't know how that advice was so fucking bad, but everything these guys say is like fucking on point for if you want to be an advanced fuckboy, basically. Yeah.
In. They may say yes. They come over. They'll introduce themselves to the other girls. They won't say, oh, are you want to date with Tristan or are you not? They are blinded by how fun the party situation is, and you've added 2 more to your triple booked girlfriend date situation. That is club game. Also, as I said, if you're out with women from a certain city, their friends come over. When they come over, they're like magnets. The more of them congregate in one area, the more flow in. Make your approaches in. Talk to their friends. Introduce yourself. Tell them your name, if nothing else. Oh, hey, no, hi, my name is Tristan. Really nice to meet you. Would you like a drink? Cool, have whatever you like. Bye. You'd be surprised. You do that with every single girl. A few times a year, you're going to get an Instagram follow the very next day. Oh, hi, it's Cynthia. No, hi, Tristan. Yeah, we met in the club. It's that simple. You need to run game on top of game. There's no universe where you try to get 10 women and you get all 10. To get as many women as me, you have to try with hundreds. You have to make yourself available and out there for hundreds of women to know and hundreds of women to see. So when you're in the club, you can get into the minds of 50, you can have 15 or 20 women thinking about you, and you can get 6 or 7 of their details on top of your own situation which you're already running. That is why nerds who do day game are never elite level playboys. I do not approach women all day long. I've built a beautiful...
Is there any way to actually build a long-term relationship with anyone this way, though? No. This is not for that. This is for managing multiple women for lots of sex, if that's what you're into. But this isn't going to help you build anything meaningful. No.
For life and put myself in a wonderful situation where my situation attracts the women. They come to me for me then to attack. I'm a trapper. I'm not a hunter. That's the way to do it. And that's what
the problem is that this is only great advice if you're already getting women on dates. This is ultra advanced and only for the top 1%. Maybe, but like there are probably ways that you could run this type of game on game in like a modified way. So for instance, he's talking about getting like 3 or 4 girls on a date at the same time, double, triple, quadruple, book a table in order to pull other girls from the bar. But you could change this. Now, maybe there's also top 1%, but if you have women friends, you could change this by getting friends that are women to come out with you as well, right? Especially if you have groups of women that are friends. You can even fucking offer to pay for a bottle or some shit, right? You try to bring like 3, 4, or whatever women, maybe 1 or 2 of their boyfriends out. You've got like, it's always It's always better in these environments. Even as somebody that's fucking, I don't spend time in club environments, and even I know this, it's always better to have an overabundance of women somewhere versus men. If you've got 10 men and 2 women at a table, I don't think anybody's going to a table. If you've got 10 women and 2 men at a table, the men and the women are trying to get to your table because something's going on over there, right? That's my guess for how it works in a club environment, because in every other sect of dating and fucking in society, that is exactly how it works. My guess is in the club environment, it's going to be the exact same way. But yeah, even if you can get women there that are just your friends, like those can form a sort of social proof probably to like wrap in other girls from other areas just because they see the women that you're hanging out with. Just make sure you're picking cool friends, I guess. But yeah, this is probably why like I talk about how like I was able to like I did decently well in high school and college. Obviously I had a kid. I fucked a few women, despite being like a super antisocial, 105 pounds, super acneed up fucking StarCraft, super perma nerd. But the reason why I was able to do it is probably because I had so many friends that were women. I always had a lot of women friends. And I was always meeting, like everybody that I fucked was a friend of a friend. It was always going to be a friend of a friend. That's how I met girls. It was like, oh, this is my friend. Oh, this is like a friend group that we hang out in. Like that's how you spend time. That was always hard. And I had no concept of fucking game or anything. These situations just kind of like fell into my lap just because I happened to be around enough girls and I was like friends with them. But if like 95% of your friends are men and you're never in any woman or never in any, well, you're not going to be in any woman. You're never in any environment with women or anything like that. You're also like, you're just like snowballing yourself into lonely disaster, I guess. All right, bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.